This is the AMZN 1 month overview reading for the month of December 2024. It's currently November 28th, 2024, 7:38 p.m. Eastern Time. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Amazon at the time of this reading is currently $205.74. That's USD. The shuffle video for the December reading was created on October 15th, 2024 at 2:48 p.m. Eastern Time. In this video, we're going to cover the overall trend direction for the month, as well as any important chart events that take place throughout the month. We're also going to cover the week-by-week chart behavior, timing of the peaks and troughs. Then we're going to get into a review of the previous month's reading to give you an idea of what our accuracy really is like. And we're going to give you one of the best trades that we see for the month. The timing, for the most part, is going to be on point to the day, but there will be some cases where the sequence of events, as outlined in the prediction, will remain accurate, but the day might be off plus or minus a day of wiggle room here or there. In other readings, you won't need to plus or minus wiggle room at all. Point being is that you want to follow the sequence of events as outlined by the prediction. When trading this information, you don't want to use price levels as your entry and exits. This is very important. You want to make sure that you're trading with entry and exits based on chart behavior and general timing, but look for the chart behavior. All of that in this video. Stay tuned to watch the review at the end. Everything that I speak about as far as this reading for Amazon in December, it's going to be considered on the scale of a 1 month chart, like a multi-day scale, so 1 day candlesticks. These will be relevant, support, resistance, all that stuff on a multi-day scale, unless I specify otherwise. The overall theme of chart behavior, we have bearish price swings and at least one sharp drop. It's crossed with sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow. That means either like wide price swings that kind of equal out and you end up overall sideways, or it's like a narrow range up and down, but narrow and overall sideways. That's not the overall theme, but it'll take place within the theme, kind of like within the midst of bearish price swings. We're likely to see that take place at least once. It may be the indication of the lows. We'll have to look at that in more detail. Behavior around the high side, we should see some flat behavior near the high. It'll be an important resistance level on at least a 1 month scale, probably on a 1 year chart scale, with some flat behavior there. And there's likely to be a big move to the upside into it. Also a trade opportunity near the high, a bullish trade opportunity near the high, indicating that we likely see the high more than once, or we see higher highs or something like that. We'll look at that in more detail when we progress into this in a bit more. Behavior around the lowest low for the month of December, we have a lot of volatility. The Prince of Swords is a difficult card overall to read, but you can bet on a lot of volatility into and or out of the lowest low for the month, and likely a lot of price change into and or out of it as well. Now, I'm going to give you the day-by-day sequence of chart behavior. It's important to understand the timing is usually on point to the day, but in some readings, you will need to give the timing plus or minus a day here or there, wiggle rooms. In what I consider a bad reading, you'll need to give it as much as 2 days plus or minus reading. Those are rare, but it happens. Keep that stuff in mind. And what you want to pay attention to is the sequence of chart events as outlined by the prediction, as far as timing the trades and timing the highs and the lows and all that stuff. That stuff that I get into in the paid version. Anybody with the monthly access subscription is going to be able to see the live Discord trade alerts and live updated trading view charts links that we have as part of the monthly access, as part of the early access, monthly access, and total access subscriptions, which I'll show you how to get at the end of the video. If you're lucky enough to be watching this before the end of Cyber Monday, we have the best deals we've ever had for Black Friday. They're still up, guys. Do not miss out on these. Anybody that's an existing subscriber can upgrade to the higher plan for like a ridiculously cheap amount. For $160, you get monthly access. For $350, you get total access. I mean, everything is discounted, guys. Do not miss the sale. All of our 2025 readings are covered by the total access subscription, so that's the one to go for, guys, if you can afford it. Much love and appreciation to everybody that pulls the trigger on that. You guys are huge supporters of the channel, and you guys are the reasons why we've made it this far, you loyal subscribers. So stay tuned. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to get that. All right, so on the second, we have a breakout taking place, a trough early in the day on the third. So probably from that breakout, there's like a decline into a trough early in the day on the third, and then out of that trough on the third, there's a notable rally into key resistance taking place somewhere around the third or the fourth is the resistance. We should do some flat behavior there at a prominent trough on a 1 month scale, and then a significant decline taking place off of that resistance to the downside, taking us into a significant trough on a 1 month scale. All of that movement taking place around the fourth, and we should see sideways rotation near the bottom of that decline taking place mid first week. It'll also very likely be taking, that sideways rotation will very likely be taking place at a key support level on a 1 year chart scale around the fifth. Peak taking place on the cusp of the fifth, sixth, and then a notable decline into an important technical price level, probably midday on the sixth, on a prominent trough again on a 1 month scale taking place on the sixth, and there's an important technical price level on a 1 year chart, relevant on a 1 year chart scale, highlighted there either at that trough or like we rally into a resistance level, hard to say. A lot of price change to the upside likely to take place over the weekend, and an important peak on a 1 month scale again taking place somewhere on the 9th. It could be the cusp of the 9th, or it could be that there's another peak on the cusp of the 9th. I think it's probably the peaks at the cusp of the 9th, and we should decline pretty notably from that. Out of the decline though, and that'll be at an important technical price level, that peak again, out of that decline, there should be a rally that increases with momentum moving forward in time, taking place probably towards the end of the day on the 10th and moving into the 11th, or we revisit our trough early in the day on the 11th, and then there's this unexpected move to the upside. There's like a trough at the end of the day on the 10th, another trough early in the day on the 11th with a big move to the upside. Trough at the end of the day on the 10th, or first thing in the hard to say, first thing in the morning, but it's important on a 1 month scale. And then on the 12th, we have a move higher higher through key resistance. We stay above it briefly, then break back down through it shortly thereafter with a full retracement. A lot of volatility taking place on the 13th. That volatility does end with a fast sudden move higher. Probably out of a significant trough on a 1 month scale towards the end of the day there. Fast sudden move higher on the 13th. On the 16th, we have 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level. Usually the third crosses to the upside, confirming a bullish trend. And then if that's the case, then on the 17th, early in the day, we have a decline, and out of the decline, a big move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range there on the 17th. That big move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range, offering trade opportunity I'm likely to talk about in the paid version. And then sideways rotation on the 18th along key support on a 1 month scale, relevancy minimum. And that sideways rotation ends with a fast sudden move higher, taking us into a prominent peak around the cusp of the 18th, 19th, probably the end of the day on the 18th. Sideways fluctuating decline on the 19th that precedes a rally, either starting on the 19th or taking place on the 20th. That rally should take us, it either takes us, the sideways fluctuating decline takes us out of a prominent peak on a 1 month scale, and or the rally out of the sideways fluctuating decline takes us into a prominent peak on a 1 month scale. Hard to say, but by the 20th, we have a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a notable decline. Oh wow, yikes. It looks pretty scary. It looks pretty ugly for Amazon this last week here, guys. This does not look pretty the last week and 2 days of the month. Yikes. Be careful, guys. So hard to say if the decline out of that sideways fluctuating rally on the 20th, it's hard to say if that decline starts on the 20th or if we just rally into the end of the day, and then on the 23rd at a key resistance on a 1 month scale minimum, probably on a 1 year chart scale, there's a significant decline within a period of volatility from that resistance on the 23rd, likely to continue all the way into the 24th for that half day. 25th is off. 26th, we probably have a bit of a rally either out of the decline start on the 24th or more likely early in the day on the 26th. If it's not a rally, then we probably gap up on the 26th. But either way, that rally turns over with the crest, and we have a significant move to the downside taking place out of that rally on the 26th and into the 27th. Prominent trough on a 1 month scale, and then another significant decline on the 30th into a prominent trough on a 1 month scale, where we eventually do sideways rotation into the 31st, where we have cross-trading congruencies I'll talk about in the paid version, and then the sneak preview for January. It's relatively bullish, bumping along resistance sideways, likely to break through at least once and bump along resistance sideways, but the majority of that is like we'll be dealing with. Now I'm going to give you one of the best trades that we see for the month of December, but before I do that, take a look at November and see how we did thus far. November wasn't my best month, guys. I gotta say, it really wasn't one of my best months. I think I choked because it's so annoying. We had Forbes watching, so pretty sure I choked. I guess what I'm likely to do is just give them access for the year and forget that I gave it to them, and hopefully they'll be wise enough to go check me out again. It'd be a shame if they just think like that's my norm, but I choked. So frustrated. With that said, it wasn't awful. You know, I had a question mark here for a possible lowest low for the month, and it looks like that's exactly what happened. We had a lowest low for the month here on the 2nd. Took us into a prominent peak. It was a highest high. We had a lowest low for the month, a possible lowest low for the month here at the beginning of the day on the 4th, and you can see we have a lowest low for the month here on the 4th, and then we have this big move, like a new high after making lows. That's the abundance card. Big move to the upside here, taking us to what I expected to be a highest high. It was close, but not quite. It was close. We had a unicursal there that didn't end up being the sharpest decline, but what it did end up doing was marking off an important price level that we'd fall through the next multi-day decline, and that did take place. So that's pretty solid, right, guys? On the 15th, we had the Ace of Wands, and you can see how there was this wick here before this significant decline, one of the biggest declines of the month. And I expected a possible lowest low here on the 19th. Close, but no cigar. It ended up being another possible location where I thought we'd have another lowest low was around the 26th, 27th. Not my best reading, guys. I apologize, but it's going to happen. Overall, there were still some pretty solid trades there, guys. Like if you shorted here and you waited until the 19th to close out, that would have been a really profitable trade. The trades are all pretty profitable, guys. It's just, sometimes the timing, and that's why I always say, guys, don't trade this without the live Discord trade alerts and live updated trading view charts, because anybody that had that subscription was following along was totally fine following my predictions, because things go awry. You just look at the prediction. This is what's so unique about SO meta-analysis, is that you just look at the prediction and you can see where you went wrong and recalibrate your expectation, and you're right back on the ball. And that's what we did. We made money in the month of November. So I'll show you guys how to get that subscription. Rare that that the timing's this off, but even with that said, the trades are usually pretty solid and profitable, and that's exactly what we had. We have this highest high prediction for December, and it looks like that very well could be coming to fruition, right? On the 1 year, we have a highest high here towards the end of the month, and so we had a highest here mid-month of November, and then a highest high here at the cusp, so likely what we see is a highest high right at the start of December based on that, but this has all been very, very accurate. What I would do on a multi-day scale, guys, if you're holding Amazon long and you're looking to exit before the end of the year, I would likely do it right here. We've got this breakout on the 7th into the 3rd. Oh, guys, so I'm going to give you one of the best trades that I see for the month of December, but understand this, guys, this is for entertainment purposes. You should really just follow the live Discord trade alerts and live updated trading view charts, but most of these trades do end up pan out pretty well. Most of these trades do pan out pretty well, but not all the time, so it's important to understand that. If you do insist on trading this without the live Discord trade alerts, I'll give you some of the chart behavior to look for leading into the entry, and only enter into this trade provided that chart behavior comes to fruition as expected. If it does not come to fruition as expected, that's a signal, a clear indication not to enter the trade. All right, so but from a multi-day scale, I'd highly recommend exiting there's a breakout on the 2nd and then prominent peak around the cusp of the third, fourth at key resistance. We should see some flattening out. So what you want to look for is that breakout on the second, and then we may come back down through whatever we break out, and then there's resistance that we rally into probably the cusp of the third, fourth. That's where you would exit on a multi-day scale cash out. You could do a day trade there where you open up a short and close the short at the end of the day on the fourth. If you miss that opportunity, you could very likely close out of the short on the sixth midday after a sharp move to the downside into a prominent trough on a 1 month scale. I like to have backups in case we miss our exits, and that's one of the best trades that I see for the month of December. Now I'm going to show you for the timing of the highest high and the lowest low for the month of December, as well as all of the remaining trades, the live Discord trade alerts, live updated trading view charts, where we actually draw entry and exits with instructions that you can click on the chart, click on them, and it gives you instructions. All that stuff is part of our monthly subscriptions. I'm going to show you how to get them in just a moment. Much love and appreciation to everybody that's watching. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. And as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go, you know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one. Again, guys, do not miss these deals. Do not miss these Black Friday deals. These are the best deals we've ever had. Very unlikely we're going to give these deals again. We're just kind of like testing price points and stuff, you know, and giving people opportunity. So the way that you get our subscriptions, you go to our website, terrafortraders.com, you click on order, or hover over order now, click on subscriptions. This is how you get the subscriptions if it's after Cyber Monday when these deals are no longer active. You just pick on the one that you want. Monthly access subscription gives you access to all of these stickers on a monthly basis. We predict these stickers with the timing of the highest high and lowest low for the month, as well as the timing of the best trades and all that stuff. As part of the monthly asset subscription, you get the 1 year charts, 1 year readings and all that stuff, and the live Discord trade alerts, live updated trading view charts, all that stuff as part for all of these stickers and a bunch more we haven't updated yet as part of total access subscription. Normally total access subscription is $500. Normally monthly access subscription is $300. Normally early access subscription, which is basically just the S&P 500, but all those services. All right, my friends. So this is an Amazon trade that I see happening in December. This is the type of information that you get as part of our monthly access subscription, and we do this for a bunch of different tickers. We're not right all the time. November was not my hottest month. The trades for November were solid. The timing of the highs and the lows off a couple days, which to me is really, really bad, but it does happen. We leave those readings up for you because, you know, it's important to know that I'm not right all the time. With that said, I'm right a lot of the time, guys, and so this is what we have here on our live trading view charts. I actually draw entry and exit locations with ellipses. So we've got a massive short trade taking place here in December. I'm giving this away, you know, kind of test out how trading views videos work. But also, you know, it's the holidays coming up. A lot of people trading Amazon. Give you guys kind of like a taste test of what you get with our monthly access subscription. And so with that said, good luck on this trade. Let me know how you do. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.